Ladies and gentlemen and dear students, please settle down. Once more, a reminder to keep your phones on switched off in silent mode all throughout the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen and dear students, may I request you to please rise and warmly greet and welcome our dignitaries on the dais with a thunderous round of applause. Thank you. You may take your seats. On behalf of SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the 23rd University Day ceremony. As we begin this auspicious occasion, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge our inspirational and visionary leader, Shri Patel, Honorable President SVKM and Honorable Chancellor SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university. Dear Sir, your guidance, direction, and dedication have indeed been instrumental in shaping the university's remarkable journey and enduring legacy. To note, we began today's program with a Research Embedded Learning Symposium poster exhibition at the Mukesh Patel Auditorium lobby ground floor. This exhibition showcases the vibrant research culture of NMIMS and reflects our commitment to inquiry-based experiential learning across disciplines. And now may I direct your attention to the dais. As it is indeed a privilege and honor to welcome our distinguished guests, Honorable Chief Guest Professor Dr. T.G. Sitharam, former Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi. Let's welcome sir with a round of applause. Thank you. The Honorable Secretary SVKM, Dr. Jayan Gandhi. The Honorable Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt. The Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni. The Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Abhishek Ranjan. The Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Seema Mahajan. And the Honorable Registrar, Dr. Tanmoy Chakraborty. Joining us today also are members of the Executive and Managing Committee, office bearers, senior officials at SVKM, and the deans, directors, and principals of our various schools at the SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university. I'm Professor Gabriel Hart at the School of Business Management, SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university, and I'm delighted to be your host for this momentous occasion. It was on this very date, 23 years ago in 2003, that our School of Business Management was recognized as a deemed to be university. By 2007, we achieved permanent status, and since then, we have consistently soared to newer heights. What began as a modest business school has evolved and continues to evolve into a multidisciplinary university, now comprising 17 schools in Mumbai and 7 off-campus locations across India. Let us take a moment again to applaud ourselves with great pride, the torchbearers of this journey, for this extraordinary institution. Thank you. Culture and tradition are what bind us. bridging our diverse backgrounds and weaving them into a harmonious whole. As is customary at the university, we begin today's ceremony by invoking the divine blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of wisdom and learning. May I request the dignitaries on the dais to proceed with lighting of the ceremonial lamp, and may I request all of us to rise. Thank you. That was such a beautiful rendition by our very own students from the School of Performing Arts. The performers are Pancham Dogne, Mrinali Amresh, and Alisha Arth Aparambil on vocals, Pawan Siddham on tabla, and Ramakant Gaikwad on harmonium. A round of applause for them. Who, under the mentorship and guidance of Dr. Vikas Bharadwaj, Dean, School of Performing Arts, performed the exceptional and soulful rendition of the Saraswati Vandana, which beautifully set the tone for today's celebration. Each institution is defined not only by its accomplishments, but also by the ideals it holds dear. At NMIMS, we take immense pride in our anthem, a reflection of our shared values and unity that binds us all. May I request everyone now to rise again and join us in honoring our NMIMS anthem, a melody of our commitment to wisdom creation, academic excellence, and ethical leadership.
We are a part of this institute so fine. NMIMS, NMIMS,
Thank you. Please take your seats. Now, let us take a moment to express our gratitude and appreciation to our esteemed chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitharam, former chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi, whose presence adds immense value to this significant occasion. May I kindly request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, to present a bouquet to Professor Dr. T.G. Sitharam as a gesture of our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation. Thank you, Dr. Bhatt. Now invite Dr. Jayan Gandhi, the Honorable Secretary, SVKM, to present a token of appreciation to Professor Dr. T.G. Sitharam, symbolizing our deep respect. Okay, yeah. Symbolizing our deep respect and heartfelt thanks for his invaluable presence here with us today, with a round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Gandhi. And adding to the significance of today, we are also delighted to celebrate the birthday of Dr. Shri Jayan Gandhi, the Honorable Secretary SVKM. On behalf of everyone here, we extend our heartfelt birthday wishes to you, sir. We request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, to kindly felicitate Dr. Gandhi with a bouquet as a token of our heartfelt appreciation and best wishes. Thank you, Dr. Bhatt. It's my privilege and honor to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be University, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, to deliver the welcome address.
Well, very good morning to all of you, and very happy University Day. Our chief guest of the day, Shri T.G. Sitharam ji. We have been continuously receiving his guidance and in dealing with several matters of the university during the last several years, and his leadership at the AICTE has played very important role in strengthening the education system in the country. So we are very happy today that he has joined us to celebrate today's deliberations. Dr. Jayant Gandhi, wish you, sir, very happy birthday today, and look forward joining the party this evening. Honorable members of the trust, Kirit Bhai, and other honorable members of the trust, our academic council members, Dr. Shiv Prakash ji, Mr. Gopal ji, welcome to the celebrations today. Our Pro-VCs, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, Dr. Abhishek Ranjan, Professor Seema Mahajan, and in absentia, Provost Dr. Maheshkar. He is today in Noida, looking after the opening of the new campus there. Registrar Dr. Tanmay Chakravarti, my colleagues, deans, directors, faculty members, associate deans, vice deans, staff members, students, alumni, and friends. Where today marks a remarkable chapter in the NMIMS history, and we are very proudly celebrating a significant milestone of 23rd University Day of NMIMS University. This special occasion holds deep meaning for all of us, as we all know that the deemed to be university status was conferred on us on this day. It is a day that reminds us of how far we have come, and it also inspires us to continue striving for excellence. On this day, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to every member of the NMIMS community. Indeed, your dedication, hard work, and unwavering commitment to our shared mission have been instrumental in shaping not just our institution, but also the future of our society and the nation. Together, we continue to build a legacy of learning, innovation, and impact. Well, the journey of NMIMS traces its roots back in 1934 with the establishment of Shri Parle Kelavani Mandal, an initiative driven by a visionary dream to nurture holistic education. The word Kelavani itself reflects the dimensions that SVKM set out to nurture, that is, physical, intellectual, philosophical, and ethical development of our students. This noble foundation became the cornerstone for what would eventually evolve into a globally respected institution. In 1981, we began our journey, of course in collaboration and under the guidance of the Mumbai University. And we started this journey with just 4 faculty members and 40 students, and in a Baidas hall. Today we take pride in having grown into a strong academic community where we have more than 35,000 students taking education, quality education across the country. It was a landmark moment on 13th January 2003 when we gained our university status. And after that, I think we have proudly risen to become NAAC A++ accredited Category 1 university with graded autonomy, recognized for academic excellence and institutional innovation. I have been always emphasizing, look at our logo and try to see the values which we imbibe, and it reflects our core values and identity. In our logo, the elephant symbolizes the wisdom, knowledge, and strength. The richness of academic resources is represented by the black bands. Passion and energy are embodied in the red quadrant, and the laurel wreath signifies achievement and excellence. This is our logo. I think there's one thing today missing in this logo is the, if you see the logo of any university, it always has a Sanskrit shloka around it which signifies and which I think reinforces the values which we would like to achieve. And today on this day, I am giving this idea as a kind of an competition that whosoever will come with the best logo for the university, we will take it forward, and there will be some prize money for that logo. Of course, during the last 1 year, several colleagues have helped me, Dr. Welling, Dr. Vikas Bhardwaj, Dr. Shalin Divetya, but we are still in the process of finalizing it. So we already have some ideas on table, but I am today making it an open invitation to anyone who has the knowledge and who can translate our values in the logo along with the Sanskrit shloka. Well, all these elements that the values for which the NMIMS University under the leadership of the SVKM was set up, and which has already inspired us to evolve a truly multidisciplinary and multi-centric university. At NIMS, we follow a very important rubric of our development which we call CASH, not CASH, but KASH, which stands for the strengthening the knowledge, attitudes, skills, and habits of the student to achieve our goals and objectives. Above all, we uphold that teaching is not merely a profession, but an attitude, one defined by empathy, genuine care, and kindness. NIMS gratefully acknowledges the remarkable contribution of all its stakeholders whose commitment, passion, and perseverance keep the NMIMS flag flying high as we continue our mission of advancing education for better tomorrow. NMIMS journey is a powerful testament to a visionary leadership, collective commitment, and enduring pursuit of excellence. Under the dynamic guidance of our Honorable Chancellor Shri Patel and esteemed Board of Trustees, the university has continued to scale new heights, strengthening its legacy and national prominence. We are equally grateful to our students and parents whose academic dedication and vibrant cultural spirit enrich the very essence of our community. Our steadfast focus on quality and continuous improvement has earned NMIMS prestigious NAC A++ accreditation with CGPA of 3.67 during the recent NAC accreditation cycle, which was the fourth consecutive cycle since the 1999. And I think we were the first management institution in the country at that time in 1999, which has gone for the NAC accreditation. And since then, we have been always earning the highest grade of the accreditation in 2003, and then in 2017, earning 3.59, and recently, 2025, we had achieved the CGPA of 3.67. And I think this year's recognition is the result of unified dedication from our faculty, staff, students, alums, mentors, and the entire leadership team. And NMIMS accomplishment over the years are far more than a score actually. It is a celebration of our collective spirit, our belief in quality education, and our shared commitment to nurturing future-ready leaders. As we move forward, we do so with renewed purpose, determined to innovate, elevate our standards, and inspire future generations. These milestones reflect decades of hard work, vision, and aspiration. Our dreams realized, and our promises to continue shaping leaders of the future. They honor the dedication of our faculty, our pillars of academic excellence, and the leadership of our management, deans, directors, who continue to steer NMIMS towards unparalleled success. NMIMS schools and the institutions hold distinguished global accreditations including AACSCB, ABET, and AICTE. Our pharmacy school proudly stands in 11th position in India. School of Business Management ranks 24th among the top 1,026 management institutions in India, further underscoring our unwavering commitment to delivering the world-class education. Well, it gives me immense pleasure that many of our students have achieved many laurels and memberships in the various programs, including like UN Millennium Fellowship Program. And I have strongly encouraged every school and campus to actively promote the student participation in the current and future such endeavors. I look forward to seeing greater participation from every campus, from every school in participating in the national competition, international competitions, and further strengthen the engagement, involvement at the global level, and to earn the laurels for the NMIMS University. It also gives me great pleasure that many of our campuses, Shirpur, Chandigarh, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Indore, they are doing wonderful work and participating in many national and international conferences, and which I think helps us to address the concerns of the society, for example, the national disaster risk reduction efforts through our academic pursuits, which we do at different campuses and the schools, And I think such endeavors also open the door for a very meaningful collaboration in training, capacity building, research, resource development, and community outreach. The university continues to build on its legacy of excellence in teaching. I think that is the NMIMS University is known for the academic rigor of the programs and our research and fulfilling the aspirations of all our stakeholders. Over the years, we have consistently demonstrated this excellence, setting benchmarks, strengthening our teaching and learning ecosystem, and shaping the institution we are proud of today. Guided by the strength and experience we have accumulated, and we stand on a solid foundation today, well prepared to navigate future challenges with confidence and resilience. For many of us, learning and imparting education at university has been profoundly fulfilling and enriching experience. I take immense pride in the collaborative spirit that defines us in our teaching processes. We support one another, engage in thoughtful problem solving, and innovate continuously to address challenges effectively. Even during the periods of significant disruption, particularly during the COVID period, we ensured uninterrupted learning and upheld our commitment to quality education. Our strong teamwork, dedication, and collective resolve remain the driving force behind our continued success, and they will continue to shape the bright future of our university. At NMIMS, our academic processes are the cornerstone of our educational excellence. Our commitment to innovation in teaching and learning is embedded in several key initiatives. I think we have been talking about these initiatives from time to time in our chronicle updates, in our faculty launch meetings, in our faculty council meetings, and so on and so forth. And one of the pillars of our success is the assurance of learning and outcome-based education system, which is ensuring that students acquire meaningful knowledge and skills through structured, outcome-based, focusing on critical thinking and problem solving. Second, I think the most important process is the process of multi-campus program coordination, which ensures there is a consistency in the delivery of our curriculum across the campuses. There is a consistency in the assessments and evaluations so that the outcomes across the campuses are consistent. I was just telling this morning to Sitharamji that we are very proud that all 7 campuses have a uniform curriculum across all the programs. University spends a lot of effort and in terms of ensuring that the curriculums are consistent across the campuses. The academic office of the university, I think, is always looking forward to the suggestions and the commitment that there is a consistency in the delivery. The examination office is always ensuring that there is a consistent and fair evaluation across the campuses. And multi-campus program and coordination is one of the important pillars of this university, which is ensuring that kind of consistency in our education quality. We also regularly meet, discuss. Of course, the technology has solved a lot of our problems because we are multi-centric. So we keep on holding the Dean's Council and Campus Directors meeting almost every week. And the meetings have helped us to continuously and comprehensively understand the challenges which programs are facing and put our collaborative minds together to work out the solutions on time and ensure that our learning ecosystem is robust. And I think we have spent a lot of time in looking at the aspects of student engagement, students' attendance issues, strategic planning issues, how to deliver the programs, and so on and so forth. I think the Meetings are very instrumental for us to foster a shared vision and drive the continuous improvement across the university. The other important, I think, initiative which I think we are very proud of is the research embedded learning, and I think most of you know that today we are also celebrating the research done by our students and our faculty. We are going to honor them today for the best research and best projects which the faculty has helped us to gain. And we always believe that I think in a very collaborative manner with the students we can achieve a lot of interesting things and we can really strengthen the learning ecosystem of the university. Today I'm told that we have more than 250 presentations presented by the students of the NMIMS University across the campuses. We'll be celebrating there. I spent some time in the morning to talk to the students and I was really impressed by the projects which are there, and I will encourage everyone. I think there are many good projects which have a lot of learning value which we can take to the classroom situation. The other initiative which the university is very proud is the out-of-class academic collaboration, the efforts which strengthen the learning ecosystem by encouraging faculty, students collaboration beyond traditional classroom settings, fostering a culture of continuous engagement and intellectual growth. Our schools are continuously focusing on the faculty and staff development, regular faculty development programs which happen, our faculty launch which happens every fourth Thursday every month, book talk which is occasionally happening, and also I think many campuses, particularly Chandigarh campus, have taken a great initiative of holding the book talk. They are, I think, proving very good pedagogical innovations, bringing such kind of an discourse and discussion on the campus and greatly helping the students. I would like to specially mention the contribution of MPSTME. They have done a brilliant work in terms of organizing the faculty pedagogy colloquiums, which I think focuses on helping the faculty to understand what are the finer nuances on some of the subjects where I think we keep on facing a lot of challenge. I think I have been spending a lot of time with the school deans and the leadership teams, particularly BSSA, Kaiwan, on looking at the pedagogy, strengthening the pedagogy. And I'm very happy that they conducted recently a pedagogy workshop on the design studio as one of the pedagogy tool. I'm sure that the recordings of that meeting are available, and I will encourage all the deans and directors to look at. I think there are many more initiatives. Campuses are doing a lot of work on that side. Well, one of our backbone of our working today has emerged as the digital Power BI dashboards, which help us to monitor in real time the academic delivery, ensuring smooth operations and adherence to the internal compliance standards. I think this is proving a very handy tool to us to see that what happened yesterday in the campuses, what happened yesterday in the schools. You get a detailed information in terms of the attendance of the students, participation of the students, a number of sessions which were cancelled or rescheduled, and if they were cancelled, what was the reason for cancelling of those sessions. And I'm very proud that over the period, I think the number of these cancellations have come down very significantly. On the assessment and evaluation side, we maintain fair, transparent, and timely assessment. And our examination department is very committed to meeting the highest levels of assurance and delivering the results. Library, IT resources continue to provide a lot of academic resources support to the campuses and the university. The last year also, I think we spent a lot of time in ensuring that we use the Gen AI technologies in a very responsible and in a very ethical manner. As you know that we came up with the guidance note last year, and this year we have tried to make sure that we have the faculty development programs, student programs on the Gen AI technology and how do we use them, ensuring the academic integrity and also ensuring the very responsible use of the technology. And through several initiatives over the last 3 years, students' engagement, particularly in terms of the attendance, has improved considerably. I think this year we have experienced the remarkable results in terms of improvement in the student attendance as compared to the previous years. Our reevaluation request by the students also coming down very significant. I think these all show the quality of our evaluations, the quality of our classroom programs. We are also, as you know, that I think the higher education space is becoming very competitive and very critical. And the NMIMS's contribution to the higher education is significant in many ways. We have grown over the years. We make sure that we take the education, particularly high quality education, to the doorsteps of the students across the country. And in a very forward looking manner, we are trying to embed the assurance of learning processes in our approach. There are 3 key highlights, I think, which we would like to mention today on this Foundation Day, which I think also gives us some kind of an pathways that how we are going to shape our future journey. One is that revitalizing the undergraduate programs. As we know that we have converted as per the NEP all the programs in the flexible 4-year programs. Our progress in research and PhD program has been phenomenal. Now we see that the research seminars, I think, like SBM Thursday Research Seminar and School of Pharmacy, School of Science, MP, STME, there are many research seminars happening at regular intervals, and we are also taking it forward in terms of coordinating and implementing the national and international conferences. And we expand our reach of quality education. Today we have 6 campuses functional, 7th campus will become functional next year. We focus on our rankings and accreditations in a significant manner. We try to make sure that all the new technologies are adopted and implemented very fast, and it ultimately results into the student achievement. We continue to strengthen NMIMS global presence. Our international strategy is guided by a clear, ambitious set of goals for our international collaborations. We aim to align our curriculum with international standards, ensuring that every NMIMS student is equipped with the competencies and perspectives required to succeed in global markets. We also are committed to ensure that our students have the deep understanding of the intercultural issues and what they may experience during their collaborations with the international agencies or through the placement in the international companies. We also focused on creating meaningful opportunities through global networks, particularly for our faculty to do collaborative research. And also, I think in this process, we make sure that we are able to create a global visibility for the NMIMS and strengthen its reputation. The other challenge which the university has been facing on the mental health side, because there is a growing, I think, importance of emotional and psychological wellness, and we have taken significant steps in ensuring that we have come up with the mental health policy development to support the students, faculty and staff through proactive and institution-wide programs. This is, I think, the program which we have started. We have introduced enhanced support system for students, and we would like to nurture a safe, supportive, and emotionally strong community over the years. I think the NMIMS University and curriculum is well known for the focusing on the sustainability issues. Our curriculums are embedded with the sustainability management and ESG sensitivity. I am very happy to report that the university has developed a strategic partnership with the Mirai Asset Foundation, for which we are going to receive a support of 5 crores of rupees over the next 5 years' time to work on the ESG arena. Already some 17 projects have been developed. We have implemented them. They are under work. Indore, Hyderabad, the Mumbai campus and Chandigarh campus are participating in the first phase of this development. And I will encourage all the faculty, staff, students, if they have any sustainability initiative in their mind, they want to design, they want to develop some pilot for that, please approach to us. We have the research funding for that purpose. And we want to take this initiative forward in many meaningful ways, particularly hosting a flagship annual ESG conference where we can bring all the regulators, policymakers, recruiters, and industry leaders together to debate and discuss on the practices which can help us create a safe world. Well, NMIMS believes in the high expectation articulated through our 4 building blocks. We have been discussing this and emphasizing it. Knowledge creation that is relevant and applied. Enhancing teaching and learning through assurance of learning and outcome-based education systems. Making NMIMS known, recognized for its academic excellence and most preferred institution of learning. And aligning stakeholders and meeting their aspirations. Well, we are determined not to leave choices to chance and firmly determine our destiny. I wish you all a delightful NMIMS University Day. As we celebrate this, may we always cherish the fruits of knowledge, carve our path towards glory and excellence, work together collegially, experiment more with the assurance of learning. Let us strengthen the university through our collective efforts. May you all feel loved and cared for just as you love and care for your students. In the future, we will work hard and dedicate ourselves. Excellence is not an accident. It results from great vision, high intentions, sincere efforts, and intelligent execution. Now, every year, I think I have been highlighting some of our shared legacy. Last year, I had shared one. This year, our shared legacy on this Foundation Day is threefold. Thoughtful deliberation on our curriculum, ensuring both academic rigor and relevance to the evolving needs of our society. Second, ongoing discussions and collaborative efforts central to establishing consistency across all aspects of our institution, from delivery methods and evaluation strategies to assessments and ultimately student outcomes. And last, we remain deeply committed to working closely with our stakeholders to understand and actively meet their aspirations for the future of our institution and success of our students. Well, thank you very much and a very happy University Day. Many, many congratulations and best wishes. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं आप सबको.
Thank you, Dr. Bhatt, for your enlightening and thought-provoking speech. I now call upon Honorable Secretary SVKM, Dr. Jayan Gandhi, to address the audience.
Chief guests of today's morning, Professor T.G. Sitharam, former AICTE, Chairman of former All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi. We really feeling proud and privileged with your presence that you have taken out some time for our faculties and our teens and other areas. As Sir said, that you have helped us to build up our university where you are a chairman, and your help has been very, very good to you. So thank you very much for all that what you have done, sir. Chancellor Shri Amreshbhai Patel, Joint President Shri Bhuveshbhai Patel, Board of Trustees and Management from NMIMS, the Executive Council's members, VCs, Pro-VCs, the registrars, Academic Council members, the deans, the directors, the old whosoever been there for many years, the old teachers, the new teachers, and recently joined very, very few new corporate sectors. We welcome you and good morning to all of you. How is the Josh with you all? You are not saying hi. You are still younger boys. Same as children which you are going to see. You are a younger boys, and today is a day of celebration because today is a foundation day. Foundation day is a birthday, and I am very, very happy that I have got blessings from all of you, senior members, so that my life will be in 2026 will go very, very good. So, dear faculty members and dean, you must show the enthusiasm which should be there with you. Because today is a day of foundation, that means a birthday. Same as a university birthday, same is your birthday which is being there. So what you are going to do is fun, frolic and fellowship with every other students or every other faculty members which you are going to miss. And in the end, you will have a music and dance. Are you all ready for dance? Come on. Are you ready for dance? You should be ready for dance, because when we had a alumni NMIMS, the senior member, more than 85, 90 years old, they were dancing here on the floor, because dancing gives you a good power and which makes you feel very, very happy. Have you made any programs for your institute or college, what you are doing, how you are going to enjoy with the faculties and with the students? Have you made a program? Why you are not making a program for the students and for the faculties to combine together and enjoy the day? Because it is the only day where you have to really, really enjoy. You are being given a good education about what is required to be done as an institute, and we are very, very proud that whatever work you have done has really made us feel very, very proud, because our university now, whether what ranking are there, we are not bothered, but India, it is one of the topmost university, and globally also we are very, very high in the numbers, and everybody who goes abroad, if you see that we are listening from all the corporate sectors, that the NMIMS students are different students, because we are not giving them only education informations, we are transforming them, giving them a super soft skill and the leadership quality, negotiation skill. So these students are able to do such a great job, and they are, if you see them, majority of them are in the very high levels in the corporate sectors. So that is what it is. And who has done this? All of you, we are here. So give a big round of applause to all of you. Because it is the way you are teaching them has made these students go into the placement very easily and rise the ladder which is required to be done. So dear teachers and parents, What is required for you now, because as I told you, transformation was there. Placement is very important, which is going to be there, which you always teach them. So now what you need to do is more innovations, more researches, more areas into the innovations into the area, so that students are placed in a much better place. And you have to develop more and more startups. Because now in India, startup is becoming a very, very important aspect. So unless we develop startups, things are not going to be helpful to you. So I am wishing that all of you will work harder into these areas, because what I believe is what I had learned in Harvard was experiential learning. Everything, whichever you are teaching to the students, should be by project or by experiential learning. Give them the soft skill, because what you are doing is, when the 4 or 5 of them are presenting their presentations, only 1 or 2 students speaks. Rest of the 2 do not speak at all. So if they are not able to speak at all, their soft skill will not develop. So there are ways and methods where we can develop the soft skill. I have already told the deans of the various institute that what you can do is every day in the class, 2 students every day, different students has to get up. 1 student will give about the global area in the world, and second will go on to the edge on the economics of the world. If they are speaking for 5 minutes every day in a classroom, in a 1 month, everybody would be speaking. In a year, there will be more than 12 lectures they will be speaking. And in a year, 5 years, they will be seeking 60 lectures. So what is required is give them a chance to go into the different areas of ballgame. Number 2, whenever there is a lecture after post-lunch, what happens after post-lunch? All the blood goes to the stomach area. So majority of them are not able to concentrate when you are teaching them. So that is a time where you can do either yoga or put up music and let them dance onto the classroom. I don't think so. VC sir will object to all that area, because once that is done, their brain will be filled with the blood circulation and they will be able to concentrate into the area. And number 3, all the teachers do not have to sit near the table or a TV model. They have to walk from one end to other end and see that they discuss into the area. And after every 4 or 5 slides or discussion, they should ask questions so that students have to answer. And that can give them a much better areas. And even for the journals, you have to have discussions which is there. So these are the new areas which you have to do it in order to make the students more capable and more enjoyable in the life, and give them all the types of knowledge which you are able to give. So again, congratulations to all of you, and keep on doing a good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gandhi, for such an insightful address. Dr. T.G. Sitharam is a globally respected academic leader, scientist, and administrator, renowned for his transformative contributions to engineering education, infrastructure development, research, innovation, and national policy. He served as a chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, Government of India from December 2022, where he provided national leadership in implementing NEP 2020, strengthening skilling ecosystems, promoting emerging technologies, and reforming institutional governance. Prior to this, he was the director of the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Guwahati, 2019 to 2022, leading major advances in academics, research, rankings, infrastructure, and external funding. Born into a modest rural background and educated initially in Kannada medium, Dr. Sitharam's journey reflects resilience, self-made merit, and excellence. He earned his BE in Civil Engineering from Government BDT College of Engineering, Devanagari, University of Mysore, and an MSc Engineering from IISc Bengaluru, and a PhD from the University of Waterloo, Canada, followed by postdoctoral research at the University of Texas at Austin. He has been conferred DSc honoris causa by Valtech University 2023 and JNTU Hyderabad 2025. A global authority in geotechnical engineering, geotechnical earthquake engineering, soil dynamics, and seismic microzonation, Dr. Sitharam has authored 500 plus research publications and 55 books, guided 40 plus PhD scholars, and secured 5 patents and executed 120 plus consultancy projects. His expertise has shaped nationally significant projects such as the Shri Ram Temple Foundation at Ayodhya, the Chenab Railway Bridge, and the patented Sarovar-Mala water network aligned with the Jal Shakti mission. He has also led seismic microzonation studies for Bengaluru, Delhi NCR, Lucknow, Sikkim, and the northeastern region. Dr. Sitharam served at the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, for nearly 3 decades as senior professor and KSIIDC chair professor, founded CISTUP, and established 4 startups, one of which has scaled globally. As AICTE chairman, he championed 20% skills integration in curricula, digital skilling at scale, 70 plus centers of excellence, 425 plus ideal labs, innovation funding, rural placement portals, and inclusive scholarships impacting millions of learners and educators. A fellow of INAE, ASCE, ICE UK, IGS, ISTE, and ISET, Dr. Sitharam has been ranked among the top 2% of scientists globally by Stanford University for 6 consecutive years, including 6th in earth sciences in India. Widely honored and internationally sought after, he exemplifies rare leadership that bridges academic, government, industry, and society, advancing nation building through science, policy, and education. Dear sir, we once again extend a warm welcome to you, and we invite you to share your invaluable words of wisdom with us.
Good afternoon to all of you. Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, Vice Chancellor of NMIMS, and all the 3 Pro-Vice Chancellors, Ms. Seema Mahajan, Professor Meena Chintamaneni, and Professor Abhishek Ranjan, and Registrar Tanmay Chakrabarti, and all the leadership of the NMIMS University, including Amrish Bhai Patel, and all the others who are present here in this hall, members of the Academic Council, distinguished trust members, faculty members, deans, students, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an important day for the university. It's a university day. You're all celebrating the 23rd Foundation Day of the university. 23 years is a very important, time which has passed at this institution. It's really a privilege for me and a matter of greater personal satisfaction to be here today at SVKM's Narsee Monjee Institute of Management Studies, NMIMS, deemed to be university, an institution that stands for as a benchmark for quality, credibility, and innovation in higher education in India. You have heard from the Vice Chancellor a detailed report on how this university has been transformed into a good institution offering excellent high quality education, higher education to the nation. I sincerely appreciate and also thank the leadership of NMIMS and Shri Parle Kelavani Mandal, that is SVKM, for inviting me to be part of the significant and meaningful occasion of the 23rd Foundation Day of the institution. Thank you very much. Friends, on this day, it's a very important days are also coming. In a couple of days, we have the Makar Sankranti, 15th, and Lohari, and most of the southern Indian and even the western part of India celebrating this as a change, where the season changes. So on such a day, 13th day, you are all celebrating the birthday of the institution, 23rd. Friends, today, higher education sector or the field in India has changed. To say it in one sentence, I'll say, we are all living in golden time. You have heard that from Honorable Prime Minister. This is Amrit Kal, ladies and gentlemen. Why this is important, why it has become an Amrit Kal for us, particularly for students, learners. The learning space itself has changed. I think many seniors who are sitting in the couple of rows in the front and also in the stage will agree with me. Our time, learning was like, for example, a teacher is to come to the classroom. It is teacher-assisted learning, what we used to call. Teacher is to come to the classroom. He is to write from left to right on the board. Some serious students sitting in the first 3-4 rows will be taking them notes, continuously writing. One reason is they couldn't afford the textbooks also at that time. Because some of those textbooks were all not written by any Indian authors. It's all international authors. So we used to seriously take them. At least in engineering, I'll tell you, I will watch for it. We used to take down all the notes. Notes were only circulating everywhere. No textbooks were available. For example, those who are in civil and mechanical, I can tell you the Timoshenko and Goodyear was maybe 3 copies in the entire library. So one will be taken by the teacher, the rest were not there. Friends, note this, learning space has changed today. The learning happens today through peer learning. That is self-learning, collaborative learning, experiential learning, what Professor Ramesh Bhatt was highlighting to you. So, today in self-learning space, quite a lot of things have changed. Ministry of Education Swayam platform, which is one of the largest books platform in the world. More than 10,000 courses are available. Students can take from their bedrooms, from their kitchen, anywhere they want. And take their exams through NPTEL and get their credits. A lot of smaller universities still have to do that. Implementation is a big challenge for them. But both UGC, AICTE had given already the provisions to do those courses through self-learning. Peer learning is very important. I was very happy to hear when your Vice Chancellor said the attendance has been improved today, which is very good because you need to come to the university. See, that kind of experience, will never get it. Learning from students, friends, teachers, and everybody in the classroom. I understand it is today's learning is also happening beyond classrooms. But making friends, learning with them, working collaboratively is the fun part. You will definitely miss it if you do everything online. Then experiential learning, a lot of opportunities AICTE has actually provided to you. Smart India Hackathon, I don't know how many of you, in our time we never heard term called hackathon. These hackathons last year, which we did in December, where Honorable Prime Minister actually, attended all the eight Smart India Hackathons which AICTE has organized. He interacted through online with the winning teams and everybody. So these 8 hackathons were problem solving, critical thinking, collaborative working. So these are all the challenges, the new generation has an opportunity. So which we never had that opportunity. So today we have assembled on a very important day, 13th January, when this university became, in 2003, became a deemed university, which is a place of great pride in the history of this institution. On this very day, Government of India had given you a UGC through the Section 3 of the UGC Act of 1956, deemed to be university. Anyway, I hope that this term will be changed soon. Because nowhere in the world we have deemed to be university. What is that? Either it has to be a university or a college. See, this is somewhere in between, hanging. So I think this will be changed soon in the new bill, BSA, and I wish that NMIMS will become an university by itself, rather than just deemed to be university. So, but anyway, this recognition of being an university is not an accidental one, or it is also not a symbolic. It was on the solid foundation of academic excellence, institutional credibility, and sustained performance. So you started with a business school, and I remember, it's very important today, particularly the business schools. Why? Because we need to turn our students to become an entrepreneurs. This entrepreneurial, the characteristics are not new to India. Actually, Indians are actually born, entrepreneurs. You go to any part of the world, okay? Maybe one small community may be very popular, like Patels, okay? But any part of the world you go, the entrepreneurial culture is done by large number of Indians. This is a time, again, we need to look back, because today we are the third largest startup capital of the world. In the last 12, 13 years, phenomenal changes have happened. In 2015-16, hardly 400 to 500 startups were there. Today we have about close to 2 lakh startups started. So that means very clearly shows that India is going to become again a new startup capital of the world, and this number is going to go and increasing. To do that, we need to inculcate the entrepreneurial culture as early as possible, and our students, apart from learning, they also develop skills to create jobs than looking for jobs. Today, as we commemorate this milestone of the 13th January, stands not merely as a date of recognition for this university, but as a reminder of the responsibility that accompanies the autonomy what it gives. That's why I keep appealing to all my faculty colleagues and also the members of the Senate that you have excellent internal mechanism to exercise your rights. So I keep saying, you need to do yourself through your academic council, board of studies, whether it is curriculum modification, whether it is, how you want to deliver, how to engage students. The beauty is the National Education Policy 2020 is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is centered around students. So everything is written there is about students, how they learn and what they need to learn. So learning space, as I told you earlier, has changed. It is a multidisciplinary, and I'm very happy to see this institution is not just multidisciplinary, it is also multi-campus university, almost in the 8 locations. It will be soon, the 8th one will be starting. Offering programs across management, engineering, pharmacy, architecture, law, economics, commerce, liberal arts. I had a small brief introduction while working with students of liberal arts. They raised a very pertinent question. The paper was about how to engage the senior people who are called to be retired or superannuated. How do you engage them? Because today the health care is so good, the people live longer when compared to when we got independence. So it is very important not to just retire them at the age of 60 and take them to the next level, because they are very productive people. So this growth clearly reflects a deep understanding of the changing needs of the country, the nation, the learners, industry, and also the society. Friends, from the perspective of All India Council for Technical Education and also the Ministry of Education and also the education space itself, the big challenge is there for a nation like ours. You have heard, considering the geopolitical changes, what we are hearing every day. It's very important for India to rise, and it is rising. It is in the very, very safe hands, and it is rising. And what is important to understand is India is now placed in science and technology in very advanced position. particularly coming from AICTE as a chairman, former chairman of AICTE, I could tell you, we are very happy. By accidentally, we started many engineering colleges in southern part of India in 1980s. But today, we have produced engineers, not just for India, to the whole world. With only gross enrollment ratio of 29% in higher education. The whole world, every country, every company of the world, you will see an Indian engineer or a management student working. And now even the companies are coming to India to attract this talent. More than 4,000 global capability centers have been established in the nation. They are not just in the bigger cities like Bangalore or Pune. They are also entering into the second tier cities like Nagpur, maybe Sambhajinagar, and many other small towns are getting these GCCs. Why they are coming here? They have seen the talent. The whole world is worried about the engineering and management talent of India. Friends, note this, 500 top technology company leaders in US alone are headed by Indian engineers. Whether you take the top technology companies like Google, Microsoft, all are Indian engineers who graduated from here. So we still doesn't believe in our own institutions. We call them second and third grade engineering graduates. But let me give you some statistics. We always, because IIT Bombay is not very far away. So IITs are today the brand ambassadors. And I spent my entire 35 years at the Indian Institute of Science, one of the premier research institution of the country. And I was also director of IIT Guwahati for 4 years. I will tell you, the contributions made to the nation building from the engineering colleges is much higher than the other institutions. I am very proud to say that. I will give you with statistics and numbers. IITs today, with 23 IITs, 15,000 students only get admitted. How many? 15,000 students. 15 lakh students compete for those seats through JEE and JEE Advance. But AICTE approved engineering colleges close to about 3,000, about 2,950 today, produces 1.5 million engineers every year. That means you can see 15,000 is less than 1% of the engineering graduates we produce every year. So in that context, if you look at it, and also the kind of companies you look at it, all technology companies or manufacturing companies in India and US, you see a large number of our engineering graduates. Even in Europe also. So our contribution to the engineering and management is phenomenal. Maybe our students are very good in mathematics, physics, and also maybe we should thank our mothers, because most of their houses in mothers, they want their children has to be either an engineer or a doctor. Doctor is very difficult to get in, so they will generally reconcile to become an engineer. And today it's also very attractive, because a medical doctor has to study at least about 12 years. Doctor, anyway, he left the hall. He is the DNT surgeon. Doctors have to slog for at least 12 years to earn a decent earning. But engineers, today at least in emerging areas, at the end of 21 years, they will be earning more than what I will be earning after 55 years. That's the attraction that we have today, ladies and gentlemen. All this has not happened overnight, as you rightly seen. This is the technology which is brought in. So what you have chosen, the theme of research today, is very important. So I say innovation, research excellence and knowledge sharing for Vikasit Bharat is very, very critical. India has emerged as a pivotal contributor to global technologies, ladies and gentlemen, transitioning from a technology consumer to technology creator. And it is a standard setter. Why I say that? It's with strength spanning digital public infrastructure, space technology, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, clean energy, and advanced manufacturing, India has delivered scalable, inclusive, cost-effective solutions to global challenges. So in every world is looking at India today for these kind of solutions which are cheaper, because we were able to send our satellite to Mangalyaan at the cost of a Hollywood movie. Cost is very important today. Similarly, Chandrayaan is again one of the cheapest mission any country has done it. And who contributed to those? If you ask the ISRO chairman, farmer or present, how many engineers are from IITs? None. All of them are from second and third grade engineering college students, and 30% of them are women of India who chose to be dear to their home and study engineering. And today I was very happy. I was just talking to your Vice Chancellor. He said 46% of my students are girls and more than 50% teachers are women. Big applaud to the women of India. Because they bring a culture. See, they are very, if you have seen your mothers, sisters, and you know how they do at home, they are very, very clear about where one item has to be placed and how cleaning has to be done and how to serve food. So that means they bring a multi-talent into the education field. It's very important. I welcome more and more women to come back to education field, particularly in higher education, because friends, this is the biggest challenge for India has education. So let's look at it, why I say that. So today we are at a gross enrollment ratio, which is one of the critical, and that is the goal of the national education policy to achieve 50% GER by 2035. That means we hardly have left 10 more years to achieve that 50%. That means we need to grow at least another 21%. It's not very easy. But let us look at how did we get here even, 29%. 1947, only 1% of our school outgoing children were going to universities. Very few universities in India. We proved, Lord Macaulay, who told British Parliament in 1835 or 1850, what he said, Indians are no good for higher education. So we actually proved him hollow when we got independence, 1947. Only 1% of our students, outgoing students, school students were getting into universities. Hardly very few universities were there. Maybe one of the oldest universities is Mumbai University. Okay? Or Madras University. Even in Karnataka, Bangalore University maybe came later after independence. 2001, 54 years, we only grew GER by 11%. 2001, we reached 11% GER, gross enrollment ratio in higher education. That means we took 54 years after independence to grow 10%. The next 25 years, because we have completed just 2025, we grew 18%. That means 18 plus 11, 29%. 18% in next 25 years. That's growth is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have about 1,200 plus universities, 45 to 50,000 colleges affiliated to these universities, accommodating about 4.4 crore children in higher education. You might ask a question, how many students are there and what is our challenge? See, today if you look at I think all of you have registered in Academic Bank of Credits, yes or no? ABC, you have registered. So you just Google ABC, it will tell you 26.5 crore children are in school education. 4.5 crore in higher education, and about 1 crore of students in skilling, that is ITIs and other things. So making it to 32.6 crore children are there in education. That means almost 1/3 of our population, okay, are in the education field. So this is where the challenge comes in. That means 2015 we achieved 94% GER in elementary education. Thanks to Right to Education, thanks to the midday meal scheme, and even sometimes I say Akshay Patra kind of projects have also helped us to put our kids to school. But one mistake we did in between, we never failed them. We simply promoted all of them from class 1 to class 10. Only recently we have changed that rule that class 8 also one can be failed. So what has happened is, because of that, that means 2015 we reached the 94% GER in elementary education. 2025, all of them are in class 10, ladies and gentlemen. They will be coming to universities. There are plenty of them. So we do not have universities to accommodate them actually. To build an university, because we have 23 years, NMIMS, we are celebrating the birthday. To build an university in the government sector, it takes about 25 years. It is not just about buildings. It is buildings, faculty, ecosystem of creation of research, innovation. Okay, it is not about just teaching. Because today, teaching doesn't mean anything. Because all the information is at the fingertips. Students will pull it out. If you, the kind of teachers we had, if they come today in the classroom, nobody will be there in the classroom. Believe me, they will run away. Because all that information can be pulled out very quickly. So we need something very new way of learning. So friends, platforms such as Aadhaar, UPI, DigiLocker have demonstrated how population scale digital system can enable financial inclusion and efficient governance, inspiring adoption worldwide, including education. India's achievements in space, remote sensing, its leadership in pharmaceuticals, vaccines, during COVID-19 we realized that, underscore its expanding innovation capacity. So that means we are a society which is deep into innovation. We used to ourselves not believe in that also, we used to call jugaad innovation. Okay, but that jugaad innovation is very critical today, ladies and gentlemen, because the cost is very important. What you deliver at very lowest cost is very important. So we need to grow our influence in artificial intelligence, semiconductors, green technologies, which underscores the expanding innovation capacity of our nation, and we need to work for the whole world because we are the youngest nation in the world today. Large number of our population is very young, aspiring to become something, to develop something. So India is at a defining moment in science and technology, friends. India today stands at a historic inflection point. That's why I called this as a golden moment and a golden time. In a single generation, we have moved from scarcity to scale, from service delivery to digital leadership, from technology adoption to technology creator. As the Honorable Prime Minister often reminds us, innovation is the engine of growth and youth are the fuel. So very similarly, we are talking about data is the fuel in the artificial intelligence. I will say our youth of the nation is very critical for us. India's rise in science, technology, innovation is no longer aspirational, friends. It is visible, measurable, and impactful. Just to tell you, in list of publication, we are number 3. List of citation, we are in the top 5. Already I have told you in the startups, we are number 3 today. Okay, and even PhD production, number of PhD graduates in STEM area, we are in the top 5 of the world. So it is not just simply we are there with population. We are creators of the innovation, impactful. So our digital public infrastructure like Aadhaar, UPI, DigiLocker, ONDC has become a global reference. You might be seeing that most of the global south countries wanted to have it. Even countries, even developed countries like France would like to adopt it. And the president of France was mesmerized how we transferred. We have changed the space, what we call as digital literacy. See, one thing I will appeal at the end to you, what you should be doing, because we have a lot of illiterate people even now. Even with 94% GER in school education, only 80% are literate in India. 20% cannot read, write. They are all adult people, aged people. They cannot read, write, and sign also. But all of them today are able to do business using UPI. See, coconut vendor, vegetable vendor, you go to nook and corner of the country, in the smallest village, he will place it and transfer the money to his account, and he does. That means we have changed the definition of digital literacy itself. The progress of this kind places a profound responsibility, and this responsibility is because our technical education is very strong. Our professional courses are very strong. That's why these courses are very popular among the masses. Whether it is BBA, BCA, and when I joined as a AICTE chairman in 2022, I asked my officers, why are you not crediting or regulating BBA, BCA? Nobody had an answer. Because we were, as a regulator, AICTE was doing MBA, MCA and engineering programs, diploma, but not BBA, BCA. And many of you, I think, were those who are educators sitting here, they were so worried about AICTE is taking the role, and they wanted to even change the name of the program itself, just to be away from AICTE's approval. Then I told them, you don't need to be scared of regulator. You need to create an opportunity for our young people. So what we have done, we simply enrolled every BBA, BCA colleges. We have added close to about 7,000 institutions to approval, but we didn't trouble them. We created a model curriculum for them. We created an opportunity for entrepreneurship and ID boot camps. Many opportunities were given, and today all of them are voluntarily taking approvals from AICTE. That big changes. So role of technical education in creating a knowledge economy is phenomenal for India. Maybe we started wrongly in 80s when large number of engineering colleges mushroomed in southern part of India. So technical education in India plays a central role in building the nation's knowledge economy by creating skilled human capital, fostering innovation and driving research-led growth. From just 30 universities and 578 colleges in 1950-51, how many universities? 30. Today, we have grown to 1,200 plus universities and 70,000 colleges affiliated to them, making it one of the largest systems globally. The technical education sector alone serves millions of students annually, supported by a strong network of 23 IITs, 21 Indian Institute of Management, 26 Indian Institute of Information Technologies. There are different kinds, many of you may not know, all of them are not government, IIITs. There are private institutions also in IIITs. 3,500 polytechnics, 2,900 plus engineering colleges. The vast system, friends, supplies talent to IT, R&D sectors, contributing significantly to India's GDP growth. Today, we are already the 5th largest economy in the world. Soon, in a year, we'll become the 4th largest. But there is nothing we can stop to become number 1 again. Please understand, remember, in 1600, we were the highest GDP country of the world. But we became bottommost, and again we have risen very, very quickly in economy. But to sustain that growth of economy, we need to put emphasis on higher education. No country has been successful without higher education. Countries like Israel has 95% of their GER in higher education. South Korea, 96%. So that means it is intricately, higher education is intricately linked to the economical growth of the nation. So this is the golden time, particularly the younger people, watch out. It is the golden time for India. You have to come, you have to take the research and innovation-based approach to your learning. So you have to continuously upskill, reskill yourself, because today artificial intelligence has changed the way we think, even work also will be changed. Many of the job roles, what we are seeing today, will not be there in 3 years down the road. But you don't need to be scared of this technology, because we know as a nation, 1970s, 75 actually, precisely, majority of the banks, bank employees went on strike when computers were introduced. We sent out even IBM from our country also. But within 20 years, we rose back. Same city which I myself witnessed strikes on the streets in 75, 76, the city of Bangalore became the IT capital of the world. That means we need to embrace this new technology called artificial intelligence. I say artificial intelligence is nothing artificial about it. It is augmented intelligence, or what we can call it as crowd intelligence. This will stay much above. Yesterday, I saw, I think many of you might have seen this also, in Republic TV, Arnab versus Blue Machines. A blue machine is a technology developed based on artificial intelligence, generated by Indian students from engineering colleges of AICTE, okay, and it's a Bangalore startup, and it 1 hour, Arnab questioned this machine was very composed and give a beautiful answer on any topic you take. It was on top of him. You can clearly see, all of you can see how Arnab questions, all of us have seen it, okay, and he became many times silent because he didn't have an answer. That's a phenomenal change, that how artificial intelligence is going to really change the way we think, we talk, we work, and we live. In that condition, how do we really move? We need to embrace this technology. Whether you are a humanities student, or you are a hotel management student, or engineer, or a doctor, you need to learn this technology. These skills are very important. So I appeal to every one of you, embrace this technology, and automatically you will be, if you don't do this, you will be irrelevant. Because it's there already, every sector. AI is going to change. So technical education particularly, why is very important in this context is, it creates a problem solver, it creates innovators, it creates ethical technologies, and entrepreneurial leaders. Friends, so since the 80s, technical education in India has played a transformative role in reshaping the nation's human capital and technology and management domain. And this year, in February of 2026, we are holding AI Impact Summit in Delhi in Bharata Mandapam. Honorable Prime Minister is chairing. We have one of the theme called Human Capital. And the Human Capital I am chairing as a former chairman of AICTE. And this is a very important, because this is where we can bring talent to the world. This talent, that's what the whole world, every country is worried about. India is the human capital. We may not have the GPUs, computing power, we may not have a power to run those computing power, but definitely we have the human capital capable of doing and working for the whole world, not just for India. This is the power of India. That's why I kept on saying this is a golden time. These are all happened because a lot of changes in the higher education system in India. As we look towards India 2047, when we complete 100 years, our centenary year of independence, technical education must lead the national transformation. Technical education and product development. We need to become a product development nation. That is why we created the hackathons, the competitions, and AICTE also created what is called as productization fellowship. If some of you students who are interested to develop, take up the entrepreneurial culture and problem solving, critical thinking culture, you can look at that fellowship, which is very phenomenal and completely out of the box. Vikasit Bharat 2047 is no more a dream, ladies and gentlemen. It's really already happening. You can see whether it is in infrastructure, what we have created. We have a largest railway network, road network, port network, airports are phenomenal. You are all lucky. You are born in this time. When I went to Canada in 80s, it was a curse for us to enter. We have to only come to Mumbai to go to any of the country. Even though Bangalore was nowhere in the picture. Bangalore airport was smallest airport. We used to come here, and passing through immigration and customs was a nightmare. Nightmare, I'm telling you. But today you're all lucky. You can just walk out. So beautiful airports India has built. So this is the time. That's why I keep telling we have a lot of problems. I agree. Because we have the largest population, still poorest country in the world, and we are dependent on the agri-technology, agriculture today, even today. But the days are very good. Looking very rosy. Our vision as a nation is very clear, friends. India as a global knowledge capital is for sure is going to happen. Nobody can stop this. Engineering institution as innovation engines, you can clearly see that they are leading. That will be happening, and this is again thanks to Mothers of India, because I told you, they want every of their children to be an engineer. Some of them even think about, when the baby is in the womb, about IITs. So I keep telling Indian Institute of Technologies are institutes of Indian technologies. So this is the time. So students as job creators, not job seekers. Automatically, we have more than 8 crore MSMEs in the country, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe some of them. So with the technology, with AI adoption, we will not have any serious problem of employment. But we need to work very hard to make this all happening. This is only a beginning. There is a lot of work left behind, and all of us have to work collaboratively. Technology as a tool for equity, sustainability, and national strength is possible, and we have already demonstrated. We need to continue that momentum to take it to the next level. Vikasit Bharat will not be built only by policies, but by empowered minds, ethical science, and inclusive innovation. I would like to conclude with this. First of all, let me thank the NMIMS for inviting me to be here with you and share some of my thoughts. Second, let me conclude by congratulating the organizers, particularly the 23rd Foundation Day of this institution. It's a very small feat, but as I told you, in government, 25 universities required to even reach to that level. So because you are a private institution, you are able to little go further. But there is a lot of responsibility. It is not just 8 institutions, 8 off campuses. You might require even 15, 20 off campuses because students are waiting for good institutions to join. Parents are ready. They are the best accreditors, actually. I will say they are better than many of the accreditors companies, students and parents, because today information is at their fingertips. They will evaluate every institution, every teacher, and they remember that. So it's a time wherein technology is used for everything. So, friends, these ideas, inspiration and impact has to be created by these institutions. So with these few words, I would like to again congratulate NMIMS for completing 23 years of its existence, and I wish that it will grow much bigger, and a big applause to the institution. But my appeal to the young people who are in the hall to remember 3 things. Apart from adopting technology, you also have to become a universal human. Because we are a society which believes strongly in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You might have seen our Honorable Prime Minister donated 85 countries vaccinations during the COVID-19. That goodness today is actually, we are all beneficiary of that goodness. We can proudly walk out as an Indian as a giver to the whole world. And there is Universal Human Value course offered by AICTE available on Swayam and Swayam portal. Your university, if it is not following, please bring UHV into your course curriculum. It's a very, very excellent course because students should understand not just as they should not become a technology creators, entrepreneurs, innovators. They should also become first the human. That component is being taught by that course. Today there are 6 courses you can take actually and take a minor degree in UHV as per AICTE's policies. So please look at the website of AICTE. There is a universal health human value courses available to you, and you can take that on your own interest, study, and that will tell you not only what kind of skills you should achieve and why you are born here and what is your purpose of the life. And automatically your success will never go to your head. You will become a very successful person. Second, we need to create our campuses Nasha Mukta Bharat, because this is another menace. It is not about just the mental health, ladies and gentlemen. The drug addiction is becoming too much in every campus, not only in the border. So our call from the Ministry of Education and Nasha Mukta Bharat is very, very important. Please seriously take this, particularly teachers, and punish the people who are into this, and some message has to go. Otherwise, we will create a generation which is weaker than many of us. The third is adult education. I told you, we are still not a fully educated country. So I appeal to every student to join the Ullas platform at Ministry of Education. It's a volunteer program. You will get a certificate also from the Ministry of Education. 5 illiterate, you teach how to read and write. It could be in any language. Okay, if you do that, you will get certification from the Ministry of Education, and that's a phenomenal program, because it's a responsibility also to make everybody to read, write, and education is going to be powerful in everybody's life. I think we all felt that, because otherwise we would have been in a small village ourselves, not knowing what is this world about. Today, our people are there in every country of the world. And I wish when we reach 50% GER, only our engineers and our managers and our technologists will be there in every country of the world and every company of the world. That means they are omnipresent. With these few words, thank you very much for listening. All the very best. Good luck. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your words of wisdom. It is now the time to release the university publications. We are proud to present 3 significant publications that highlight the incredible work and contributions within our university ecosystem. We Care Civic Engagement Internship Annual Report 2024-25 and We Care Anthology. NMIMS Management Review 2025 and BSSA Studio BSSA Review Special Issue 001. We invite the dignitaries on the days to join us in releasing these publications, which reflect the spirit of innovation, research, and community engagement that defines SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university. We Care Civic Engagement Internship Annual Report 2024-25 and We Care Anthology. The We Care Civic Engagement Internship, a flagship initiative of the School of Business Management NMIMS, proudly marks 1.5 decades of meaningful societal engagement. Since its inception in 2010, the internship has enabled MBA students to translate management learning into civic action. The annual report 2025, presented by the Jasani Center for Social Entrepreneurship and Sustainability Management, is released today. It highlights the work undertaken by 747 students across 294 developmental organizations at the pan-India level between Jan 27 and Feb 19, 2025. With over 85% positive feedback from students and partner organizations, the initiative continues to strengthen NMIMS's mission of developing socially conscious and responsible leaders. It is also a privilege to release Ujivanam, an anthology of empowerment and inclusion edited by Professor Meena Galiara and Ms. Pranoti Dharankar. Through thoughtful student reflections and lived experiences, the anthology represents the school's vision of nurturing transformational leaders committed to equity, inclusion, and positive societal change. NMIMS Management Review 2025. The NMIMS Management Review, the official research journal of the School of Business Management, SVKM's NMIMS, Mumbai. Established in 1987, the journal has a rich legacy of advancing scholarly excellence and is published quarterly in March, June, September, and December. It is an open-access, double-anonymized, peer-reviewed journal committed to publishing original, high-quality research across all domains of business and management. Indexed in prestigious databases such as ESCI, UGC Care, and Cabell's International, the journal is recognized for its rigorous peer review standards, strong academic credibility, and practitioner relevance. Importantly, it follows no article processing charges policy, ensuring equitable access for researchers worldwide. BSSA Studios BSSA Review Special Issue 001. On 6 January this year, as we welcome the new year, Balwant Sheth School of Architecture held a roundtable to discuss the design studio pedagogy with 12 invited experts from the field. The invited experts were all well-established practitioners with very credible building portfolios, as much as they were also thoughtful participants in the academic world. A day-long deliberation followed the theme paper penned by the Dean, Dr. Kevan Mehta, outlining the needs and urgencies of our times, as well as the contemporary developments in the architecture field. The roundtable was inaugurated with opening remarks from the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, and the BSSA mentor, Mr. Amit Sheth. On the occasion, about 21 studios and units taught in the architectural design subject over the last 3 years were compiled. Each compilation explained its subject or thematic approach, its pedagogical outlook, and how the studio brief was introduced to the students, followed by 2 samples of student work. This compilation is now presented here as a book on the design studio pedagogy published by our university. It is often said that the strength of our institution lies in the dedication and tireless efforts of its people. At SVKM's NMIMS deemed to be university, the administrative and supportive staff form the cornerstones of our success. Their unwavering commitment and behind-the-scenes dedication ensure the seamless operation of our services and contribute immeasurably to the growth of our institution. Today, we take a moment to acknowledge and honor their priceless contributions. May I now invite our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, to announce the awards, and our Honorable Secretary, SVKM, Dr. Jayan Gandhi, and Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt. Okay, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Ramesh Bhatt to distribute these tokens of recognition.
You can have the chief guest. I request Dr. Sitharam sir to join our Vice Chancellor to please felicitate our staff. So each year, on the occasion of the University Day, NMIMS takes pride in honoring its staff for their dedication, sincerity, unwavering loyalty, commitment, contributions that quietly yet profoundly sustain the institution's excellence. It is both a pleasure and a privilege for me to announce the staff awards, the University Staff Awards of NMIMS this evening. I begin by presenting the awards for the Mumbai campus. This is the first time that we are acknowledging the research, the faculty who has been able to receive research funding from the government funding agencies in the financial year of 2024-25. The first and foremost, Dr. Bajrang Kumbhar, SDSOS, Sunandan Devetia School of Science, Dr. Pamela Jha, again Sunandan Devetia School of Science. So these faculty members have been able to receive grants to a tune of, I think, 40 to 70 lakhs from various funding agencies like SERB, DST, DBT. Dr. Sarika Vaikar from School of Pharmacy, that's Shobha Ben's Pratap Bhai School of Pharmacy and Technology Management. So congratulations to each one of you. So this is for the financial year 2024-25. Going to the next category is the Best University Staff Award. Swati Sawant from the Accounts Department. Bhumi Chauhan from the Admissions. Rupali Raut, the Registrar's Office Secretariat. Of course, not only assess the registrar, but also assess the Honorable Joint Secretary, Shri Shalin Bhai, and of course, me too. Sneha Joshi from the Examination Department. Sumit Duggal from the Placement Department. I hope your parents have got a seat. Oh, yeah, sorry for that, but please. Rashmi Mistry from the HR department. Amrita Parvatikar from the marketing department. Marketing and PR department. Please, Amrita. Vaibhav from the Central Academic Department. He was formerly in the Admissions Department. Meghana from the Library Department. Meghana is not present. Yes, Meghna. No issues. We wait for you. Come carefully. Please give way for her, please. Nivritti can join the line. Nivritti Wagmare from the administration. He is our electrician who is, I think, much more senior to us in the university. Congratulations, Nivritti. Mangesh Lat from the maintenance department. Shweta Patel from the International Linkages Department. Ranjit Chavan from Purchase and Stores. We knew him as IT. So I add on to the Purchase, Stores and IT. Krupali from the Student Experience. She is one of our oldest member in this department. And we also have Sangeeta Shetty, who is on leave and who is not able to join this function, but yes, we would acknowledge her services too. Continuing further, we also would like to appreciate our faculty and staff, university staff, with an appreciation award, because we have limitations to have the best staff award. So we have also the appreciation award, which is almost equivalent to the best staff award. We start with Praveen Khedekar from the accounts department. Nitesh Chauhan from the admissions department. Rajeshri Paranspe from the examination department. you could also get a place for your family. Yeah, I saw you struggling. Please. Vrishali Salgaonkar from the HR department. Swara Redekar as a web administrator, reporting to the marketing department, and has immensely helped us during our NAC. Elvina Gonzalez from the Central Academic Department. Jayavant Chauhan from the library. Is he there? Yes? Okay. Bhushan Chauhan from the administration. Sunil Khade from the administration but who has his services in the VC office. Lidzin from the Student Experience Department, also one of the senior most member of this department. Bhagyashri from NCDOE. As all of you heard that we've embraced technology and we have got in use the dashboards which have been created and a lot of hard work going behind it. We would also like to appreciate Gurinder Singh from the Student Portal team and Vandana Shevgaonkar from the Central Academic Department for having created these dashboards and put into use at the university. We would like to acknowledge the employee, the exemplary service, that's 25 years of service at the NMIMS deemed to be university. So I request Ms. Vaishali Gangan, currently working as an assistant registrar in Kirit P. Mehta's School of Law, to come forward and receive a memento in appreciation of the same. We first met at School of Pharmacy in 2006, and then she was in the School of Business Management and currently working as an assistant registrar in the School of Law. Congratulations to each one of you and thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. At NMIMS, research is deeply embedded in the learning process. To showcase this commitment, the Research Embedded Learning Symposium was initiated by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, and has grown into a key annual academic platform. The symposium is co-convened by Professor Amita Vaidya, Director at the Sarla Anil Modi School of Economics, and Dr. Kelavani Mehta, Dean Balwant Sheth School of Architecture. As a part of this symposium, a poster competition was conducted across 17 schools and 6 campuses of NMIMS. We received an overwhelming response with 264 poster entries and participation from more than 500 students, reflecting the strong research culture across the university. After a rigorous evaluation process, 27 posters were selected for their excellence in research and presentation. Each winning team will receive a certificate and a cash prize of 2,500. Later today, as part of the third Research Embedding Learning Symposium, we will have a presentation on an ESG-based theme and experiences from international immersion at 2 p.m. And now, with great pleasure, we move to much-awaited moment of the announcement of the winners of the poster presentation. May I invite Professor Amita Vaidya and Dr. Kelavani Mehta on the stage, please. A round of applause. And may I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Ramesh Bhatt to do the honors, and our Pro-Vice Chancellor Professor Seema Mahajan. So keep the applause roaring as I invite the first winner, Bhavya Choksi, Atharva Chavan and Krish Mehta. From Mumbai campus, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering. The title of the project was Drip Diffusion AI-Powered Fashion Generator. And then we have the award winner from Shirpur, Utkarsh Mandloy and Abhishek Parle. From Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering. The title of the poster is Automated Course File Generation and Outcome Mapping. Project, this was from Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering. The name of the poster was Automated Course File Generation and Outcome Mapping. The following set of students, Disha Sharma, Gaurav, Sonigra, Sanskriti Kuwar from Shirpur. The previous one was also from Shirpur. Yes. So this is also from Shirpur, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering. The title of the poster, Virtual Hairstyle Simulation Using GAN Architectures. And now from Mumbai, Akshata Rao. From the school, Sunandan Divatiya School of Science. The title of the poster, Tailored NIO at Q-nanostructures for non-enzymatic glucose sensing.
This is Dr. Sitharam has written these books. He would like to present the first book to VC, second book to me, and third book to Seema. तो announce करोगे मैं बच्चों को देती हूँ. ये हो गया. देखो.
The next is from Mumbai, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering, Priyanshi Furia and Abhishek Nair. The title of the poster, Sound Verified Transformer-Based Detection and Profiling of Hindi Voice Impersonations. Following is from Mumbai again, Mukesh Patel, School of Technology, Management and Engineering, Amishi Desai, Chahel Gupta and Pratham Vasa. That's Priyanshi Furia and Abhishek Nair. A round of applause for them. From MPSTME Mumbai. Now from Shirpur, from School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, Jia Desai. The title of the poster, Pharmacophore-based virtual screening and molecular modeling studies to identify potential PDE4B inhibitors for the treatment of Alzheimer's diseases. That's Jia Desai. Next is from Mumbai, Sunandan Divatiya School of Science, Sonia Bera. That's Sonia Bera. And the title of a poster was Developing a ROS-induced senescence modeling using H2O2 in MDA-MB231 breast cancer cell line. The next is from Mumbai again, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering, Anukalp Chaturvedi, Pahel Dharod, Nihar Churi, Arya Jain, Purvi Tak and Sujal Mane. The model of their poster was Jal Sathi, a verified AI for India's groundwater intelligence. The next is Tisha Nanda from Mumbai, Praveen Dalal School of Entrepreneurship and Family Business Management. The name of the poster was International Immersion, Shaping Indian Family Businesses Through Global Insights. Tisha Nanda. The next is from Balwant Sheth School of Architecture, Mumbai. Disha Devrukkar, Divya Deshpande, Mehek Natkarni, Sahil Bangera, Prithvi Singh and Deepika Nayak. Do we have a representation from the Balwant Sheth School of Architecture? Okay. Next is from Jyoti Dalal School of Liberal Arts, Mumbai. Ms. Bhumi Punmiya, Ms. Bhumi Wag, Ms. Kiara Fernandez. They have the poster title UPI versus Cash, Overspending and Mental Budgeting. While they're on their way, next is from the School of Design, Mumbai, Faria Hassan, Mugda Dage, Khushbu Jangi. That's Bhumi and Kiara from Jyoti Dalal School of Liberal Arts. A round of applause for them. Next is from Balwant Sheth School of Architecture, Parth Berde, whose project has been Architecture as Infrastructure. A student is representative of the School of Design, for the poster presentation on LiftMate, an ergonomic solution for last mile delivery. Next is from the School of Law, Hyderabad, Purveja Vela. The poster presentation is on 3D crime scene reconstruction, a multimodal approach for India. Okay. Next is from Balwant Sheth School of Architecture, Mumbai, Deepika Nayak, Civic Follies at Banganga Precinct. And then from School of Business Management, Bangalore, Anukta Chakladar, Ritika Sarkar, and Vaishnavi Matkar, Joshit Gopidi, and Shreya Dhar. It's from the School of Business Management, Bangalore. Purvija from School of Law. A round of applause for Purvija. Next is again from Bangalore, School of Business Management, Joshit Reddy, Gopidi, Malini Priya, Siddharth Prakash. From the School of Business Management, Bangalore, the project titles Reels to Reads, What Motivates and Influences Indian Reading Choices. Next from Bangalore again, School of Business Management, Joshit Reddy Gopidi, Kavya T.S., Siddharth Prakash, Narendran A., and Sabri Mayur Nath. Do we have a representation again from Bangalore? The project title was Acquaint's Toolkit, 3 modules for financial analysis and strategy. Okay, so we have again a representation from the School of Business Management, Bangalore. From Mumbai, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Gaurav Surana. That's Gaurav Surana from Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. Round of applause, please. The poster project was quantitative analysis of impact of board characteristics on financial performance. Next is from School of Business Management, Navi Mumbai, Sushmita Tripathi. That's Sushmita Tripathi from the School of Business Management, Navi Mumbai. Poster project, When Ownership Precedes Brand Salience, How Labubu Challenges Keller's CBB Model. Next is Sharvari Naik from School of Business Management, Mumbai. And Muskan Goel from the School of Business Management, Mumbai. Sharvari Naik. The poster presentation topic, Traffic Light Menu Nudge, Healthier Student Food Choices. A round of applause, please. Next is Urvashi Vashisht from School of Business Management, Hyderabad. Muskan Goel from the School of Business Management, Mumbai. The poster presentation is on how retail investors perceive the credibility of finfluencers versus official disclosure. A round of applause, please. Urvashi Vashisht. Okay, a representation from the School of Business Management, Hyderabad. Next is Sanika Chavare. The poster presentation was on Visible at Work, Invisible at Discourse, and Impact Assessment of Women in Security and Maintenance Roles. That was for School of Business Management, Hyderabad. Sarla Anil Modi, School of Economics, Mumbai. That's Sanika Chavari. Poster presentation on structural shifts in India's broad money, a study of decline in India's money supply elasticity in the past decades. A round of applause, please. Next, from the School of Business Management, Bangalore, Malini Priya, Shreya Dhar, and Vaishnavi Matkar. Do we have a representation from the School of Business Management, Bangalore? And following A. Shagun Singh, again from School of Business Management, Bangalore. That's a representation from the School of Business Management, Bangalore. The poster title is Coffee in Context, Consumption Patterns and Choice Formation in India. A round of applause, please. Shagun Singh. All right. Thank you so much. A round of applause for our dignitaries. I now invite our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Before we go ahead for proposing the vote of thanks, the chief guest for the day, Dr. Professor T.G. Sitharam, has authored few books and he would like to present these books to the dignitaries of NMIMS. So I request the volunteer to get the book and to be presented to. I request the students to please be seated for the next 5 minutes. The next book to be presented by Sir to Professor Seema Mahajan. Seema. One volume of the same book to be presented to Dr. Abhishek Ranjan. And one to me.
And one to Dr. Meena Chintamaneni. Round of applause, please.
The chief guest for today's 23rd University Day function, Professor Dr. T.G. Sitharam, former Chairman AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education. Honorable Chancellor NMIMS, Shri Amrish Patel, Honorable Joint President, Shri Bhupesh Patel, Honorable Vice Chancellor of NMIMS, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, Dr. J.P. Gandhi, Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Dr. Shri Shalin Divetia, who is the Honorary Joint Secretary as well as the mentor for NMIMS, SVKM's trustees, SVKM and NMIMS senior functionaries, and the PVCs on the dais, Registrar Dr. Tanmay Chakravarti, the deans, principals, faculty colleagues, and my dear students. And I also acknowledge our campus directors, faculty members, and staff who have joined us through a webcast and live streaming. We all acknowledge that a university is established with a fundamental purpose of creating and disseminating knowledge across diverse domains while enriching the intellectual, professional, ethical lives of citizens, particularly the youth, who represent the future of this nation. Equally important is its role in nurturing skills and competencies that prepares our students for the real world challenges. NMIMS, now over 2 decades old, has consistently fulfilled this mandate as reflected in the strong presence of its students and alumni across India and of course around the globe. An unmistakable indicator of this university's academic credibility, skill orientation, and global acceptance. The first and foremost, I would wish to thank Dr. T.G. Sitharam, who accepted and has graced this occasion after our invitation, and his thoughts on phenomenal change in the teaching-learning process. Sir, we at our university have initiated a lot of active learning methodologies, has also adopted the assurance of learning and are keenly observing the gaps and encouraging a lot of methodologies, experiential learning, where students' learning would become more better and more demonstrative. I'm sure that we would also acknowledge whatever you have said in your speech. And I also remember Nelson Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon that can change the world around you. And believe me, all at NMIMS, whether the student in his learning environment, whether the faculty, whether the senior leadership supporting us, work with the same objective of transforming the youth into employable youth, and would definitely have the objective of our Prime Minister of taking the advantage of this Amrit Kal and making a goal of having the Vikasit Bharat very successful and contributing into the higher education. I'm sure your wisdom of words of wisdom, will mark a remarkable mark on the faculty and the student minds. So thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion and being with us on this 23rd University Day celebration. I'd also like to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, Shri Amrish Bhai Patel, a visionary leader because of whom we're all been able to work with this freedom and go ahead with all the laurels that you've heard today. I acknowledge the valuable support of our mentor, Shri Shalin Bhai Devetia, our mentor again to few of the schools, and the Secretary of SVKM, Shri J.P. Gandhi, for graciously honoring this occasion. Kirit Mehta sir has just left, but he was here all through this function. Shri Jagdish Parekh, who was here during the inauguration of our research embedded learning session. I also acknowledge the support of our academic council members, on whom we depend a lot on the advancement and what's going on in the industry, and their contribution to having our curriculum being made more dynamic and truly making use of the autonomy of what a deemed university enjoys. So thank you very much, sir, for having come here and gracing and being a part of this momentous occasion. Dr. Shiv Prakash and Shri Gopal, sir. Yes, I appreciate the dedicated efforts of our registrar, Dr. Tanmay Chakravarti, and his whole team for his meticulous planning and seamless execution of this event, as well as for consistently organizing a range of academic and institutional events in the last full year at NMIMS. I wish to put on record the enthusiasm and the commitment of all our faculty members, who are the pillars of this university, and students for active participation greatly, who have contributed to the success of this program. I'd like to place on record the efforts of Amita Vaidya and Shri Dr. Kelavani Mehta to drive this research-embedded learning, and congratulate you for having such a good participation of 264 papers and then take them through all these various rounds that you have, which again gives a very important signal of we believing in imbibing the research right from the student life in the undergraduate and the postgraduate level. A special word of appreciation extended to all the awardees for their well-deserved recognition, and to all the staff members who have supported the university in the last academic year, because without whom we wouldn't be able to go ahead and implementing whatever we have been implementing last full academic year. Thanks to Gabriel, who has been hosting this University Day celebration for the last few years consecutively and being a lovely master of ceremony for this function. I would like to congratulate Dr. Christine to lead the University Student Council, bring all the students, when I say all the students, students of all our campuses put together for this particular event, and of course the cultural program that's going to be there post lunch. This particular concept of University Student Council has bridged the gap of having distances between our campuses and different schools within these campuses, and get all these students together at one platform of our university. At the end, if I've missed out anybody, it's my apology, but congratulate and take pride of being at NMIMS and celebrating the 23rd University Day celebration, and congratulating each one of you to be a part of this momentous occasion, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chintamaneni, for your thoughtful and gracious words, which beautifully encapsulated the spirit of today's ceremony. Dear students, we still have some time. May I request you to please settle down? As we reflect on the milestones we have achieved so far, let us also look ahead with optimism and determination toward even greater accomplishments. Together we will ensure that the star of SVKM's NMIMS continues to shine brighter with each passing year. To conclude this occasion, may I now request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, all of you, for being part of this special celebration. As we conclude, kindly request the gathering to disperse in orderly manner as follows, with certain announcements. Guests, deans, directors, and university heads are requested to proceed to the executive dining room on the first floor.